Engage, my soldiers! Scream! Dedicate your hearts! At least for a few minutes, because just as Eren Yeager says in his iconic catchphrase, it's time to attack the Titans. What's up, anime weebs and snooty manga readers? I wholeheartedly apologize for that terrible intro. I take full responsibility for my actions. Please do not unsubscribe.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
All jokes aside though, yes, you heard that right. We're finally doing an in-depth dive into the dark and gruesome dystopia that is the world of Attack on Titan. And it should come as no surprise to any fan of this medium that I'm particularly excited about this one. The political intrigue, the world building, the backstabbing, and oh, did I mention the frickin' man-eating titans? Attack on Titan was written by the demented genius mangaka Hajime Isayama, and it debuted in the first ever issue of the Besatsu Shonen magazine in September of 2009. The series climbed steadily in popularity after that, thanks to the brilliant writing and the hauntingly haphazard art on display. But it wasn't until the release of the anime adaptation by none other than the impeccable Studio Wit that it, much like the Colossal Titan in its very chapter, burst onto the scene. Whether you've seen it or not, every anime fan out there has heard the theme songs or seen at least one clip showcasing the masterful fusion of 2D and 3D in the creation of the ODM gear through the streets of Shiganshina. It's all been uphill for Attack on Titan since then. Well, for the most part. Few anime have managed to capture the worldwide attention of anime fans and non-anime fans alike. Toward the later seasons, every episode became almost like a mini event on Twitter. Episode drops crashed Crunchyroll, broke upvote records on Reddit, you name it. Even in an immensely competitive space like the anime-manga sphere, the series managed to elevate itself to a staple in anime pop culture due to its incredible consistency and knowing just when and how to shake up the status quo and keep things fresh when necessary. But we'll get into that in a second. Before we do that, we have to ask the question, what exactly is Attack on Titan? Who's attacking what Titan again? I know that intro must have come off like the ramblings of a madman to the unaware and the uninitiated. What's he talking about? Political machinations and man-eating titans? What is this? Yeah, you heard me right. The basic premise of Attack on Titan is that it's set in a world that has been overrun by giant naked people like creatures called titans, whose skin burn extremely hot and lack genitalia. Yes, every word of that sentence is true, and if you think that sounds crazy, you haven't even heard the half of it. The beauty of this story lies in the author's ability to create grounded characters and make them feel like real people with real problems, even with a concept as outlandish as this one. To survive the barrage of predators feasting on them, the remaining survivors of humanity retreated behind 3 gigantic walls, with successfully increasing sizes, each one being surrounded by the next. Wall Maria, the outermost wall, and the one with the largest circumference by far. Wall Sina, the middle wall, smaller than Wall Maria and Wall Rose, the innermost wall, and the most well-protected. As is the way of human beings, these walls were built with a class divide in mind. Wall Rose housed the seat of power and protected the king, as well as other important political figures and the wealthiest of merchants. Wall Sina and Wall Maria, however, were left for the less affluent and the less influential. In the event of an attack, Wall Maria would be the first to fall, and who else would be better to take the fall than the lower class members of society? This happens to be the inciting event for the entire story, as one fateful day, a day like any other, in the words of the protagonist, humanity received a grim reminder. A massive titan appeared outside the walls of a fringe district on Wall Maria called Shiganshina. In the blink of an eye, it reminded mankind that they were not safe. It let them know that their walls could be knocked down and that nothing could keep them safe except taking the fight to the titans. As the wall cracked open and titans spilled in, a young Eren Yeager watched his home be destroyed and his mother get torn in half. With the help of a good man from the city guard, Eren was saved, along with his 2 best friends, soft-spoken Armin, and silent but strong-willed Mikasa. Eren was alive, but he had been changed. His heart and mind were overcome by rage, and he swore on his last breath that he would not stop until he exterminated every last Titan. Now, That's a pretty tall order, no matter how you dice it. But watching the struggles of these three friends as they sign up for the Survey Corps, allowing them to explore the world and meet new friends as they discover more about the origins of the Titans, is part of what makes Attack on Titan so captivating. But I know what you're thinking, the concept is unique, but besides that, I don't get the hype. It sounds like a pretty average shonen anime to me. Well, in that case, you'd be wrong. Everything I just said happens in episode 1. Currently, there's more than 80 episodes. It is not a standard shonen in any sense of the word. There's twists and turns and betrayals and revelations spanning thousands of years. It explores themes of family, hatred, race, genocide, memory, rivalry, war, exploitation, time, and even themes that you didn't even know existed. There's so much stuff in here, I could make a whole bunch of videos, and we still wouldn't scratch the surface. But I feel it would be a disservice to rob anyone of experiencing this brilliant story for themselves. Accompanied by stellar animation, incredible aesthetics and world design, and a score from the legend himself, Hiroyuki Sawano, and his protege Kota Yamamoto, can be equal parts heart-wrenching and heart-pounding. The anime switched studios from WIT to MAPPA for its 4th and final season, which has had about 3 parts now, so what is even the point of labeling it that? Some people hate it, some people love it. I think it's stellar. The change came at the best possible time when the status quo of the story shifted from kill all Titans to, well, spoilers, so don't let that stop you from checking it out. If that doesn't convince you, then how about this? What other anime will you find a giant sentient monkey chucking a full-grown horse at a building? Huh? Spoiler alert, none. If you couldn't tell already, I personally love Attack on Titan, and I'm excited to see it come to its conclusion later this year with the final season, final part. And there we have it, folks. Did you agree with our breakdown? Maybe there are some other cool aspects of Attack on Titan that I left out. Let me know what your favorite part of the series is in the comment section below. No spoilers, please. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell to get regular updates on new videos. I make awesome anime and manga content like this every week, so be sure to check them out. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.